Today is all about the property sites and the partner portal. We've just updated the property site so that there's a couple more designs. It's pretty nicely integrated with the MLS, or at least it's able to pull all the info in from things like Zillow, just to make everything a little easier for your partners and just provide that little extra value. Where I'll start is going to be in the property sites. I've already created a couple examples. We're going to start from scratch. To do that, we're going to pull stuff from Zillow. We'll hit add new property site and we'll put the information in. And this is actually what your partners can do. You can also create this for them. What we'll do is hit create site. So this gives us kind of our first step where we're able to start building the property site here. Property name, we'll say nice house. And we could even put this for short sales pitch. We use the URL, and this is actually going to pull most of this data from the URL. We can plug in certain information. It's got this square foot. You can see, okay, how many garages. What we'll do is hit add. Should bring all this information in. It's going to give you kind of a default view here. This is where it's going to ask, okay, what images do you want to bring in? So you could save these. You can import these. Maybe we just want these. And that's going to add them into the page so that you can actually see it. Then we hit next. You can check all of these, whatever you want to have on the page. And we hit next. And now you get to see, okay, which design do we want? I'll just do this one, but all of these new ones are going to be available as well. And this is going to give you the full preview. This is essentially what it puts together. All of these populate the information. So area details, it's all linked up with the URL and everything. So it's going to show those details. I'm going to go into one of these other pre-built ones I've done, because there's also like an image gallery here. I can flip through. This one I imported 111, and on the location, it's pulled from Google in this case. So you have all these different items, area details. It'll be co-branded with that partner that created the page, or if you did it on behalf of them, we can have that. And then loan comparison. So there's this whole calculator here. We can work on payments, principal, rates. You can adjust that just to get an idea of what the situation is. And then, yeah, there's your information. You can have as many pages as you want, but it's essentially pulling from the Zillow page. As far as pushing this info, you could really just copy the URL like this. You can put that on social media. You can send it via email, however you want to do it. Having it come full circle, maybe John creates an open house form with first name, last name, and so on. Anybody that fills out that form, it's going to be tied to that address. And so you could have a campaign with that specific property site link saying, hey, thanks for checking out this property. I'm here to answer any questions. We'll just go into the partnerships tab. This is where your partners are going to be. Really, it does matter if they're on the partnerships tab or the mortgages, because partnerships is going to have the partner portal, whereas the mortgages tab is going to have the point of sale / borrower portal. That's where your borrowers are able to fill out the 1003, upload docs, check their status of where they are in the transaction. Whereas the partner, they're going to have a few other tools where they're able to submit you leads. They can create property sites. They can actually create web forms so that maybe in an open house, they just have it open on an iPad. That can all be done from the partner side. We'll just go into how to get to the portal and then show some of the tools that they can use. We'll go to John here. This is a standard partner view, should default in the partnership info tab. To get to the portal, you would hit click to visit. If you're within your BNTouch account, partners, they can access it if you just invite them. I like to do it with the password, so you don't have to put it in manually. But we should already have this communication ready to go that essentially you can just send this to them. It already generates their login info. So all they have to do is click the link and put the info in, and that's good to go. But what that portal looks like, it's going to be something like this here. They do have the ability to add their info, and this is going to be helpful for co-branding on marketing, and you'll see on the property site how it shows up here. The dashboard is basically showing their most recently updated transactions. This is going to show if you were to update things in your BNTouch, it should relay to them, assuming that they're tied on all these transactions. So it should be a direct copy of all these transactions. They're going to see them in here. That goes for sharing communication, milestones. You can potentially share documents if you'd like. And then the tracker, you're able to share communication. If you take a note in the borrower record, you hit share with a specific partner. It's almost like a mini CRM for your partners. they can submit leads. They can say, okay, we have Greg, borrower, and here's all the information that they can submit. They also have a mobile app version of this, by the way, so they can just have it on their phone. That's going to be called Mortgage Circles, all one word, in the App Store or Google Play. When they hit submit, lead comes in right away under your mortgages tab, and it should tie them to the transaction as well. They can submit open house forms or create open house forms. Maybe they're at an open house, they have an iPad open. They can just say, okay, we want people to fill out their first name, last name, phone number, email, and maybe some comments of what they're looking for, whatever the case. All those leads can be directly brought into your CRM as those potential buyers are filling those forms out. Any questions? Okay, we got one. Would this require the realtor to have a paid subscription to BNTouch? No. In fact, it's all based on them just having a contact record within the partnerships tab. That is going to give them access to the portal, and they're able to create these right from that portal. This is all part of the standard subscription of BNTouch. So if you were to be a BNTouch user, you can provide portals to all your partners and borrowers for that matter. That's going to be a full point of sale where you can collect a 1003, they can upload docs. All users can supply their partners with this access. It's just a matter of them inviting them to the portal, which they can do from the partnerships tab. You click on a contact and then you invite with the password is typically the best way.